Greetings, Abner. I believe that's our ring.
Doggy Lum, I believe you're right.
I'll see. Hello, jot 'em down, store. This is Lum and Abner.
Let's see what's going on down in Pine Ridge. Well, after Lum and Abner failed to get anywhere with the magazine article they had been requested to write, author Lum took his pencil and went home to write it as he thought it should be done, which probably meant 3 pages describing the number of feet of snow he walked barefooted through as a small boy. Now all they need is some photographs to accompany the article. As we look in a little community today, we find Abner in the Jot 'em Down store and library. Lum is just entering. Listen.
Yeah, morning, Abner.
Oh, well, morning, Lum. Say, there was a telephone call for you. Well, for the land sakes. What's the matter, Lum?
Matter? Ain't nothing the matter, why?
You look scared.
Scared?
Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. I see what it is. You got a haircut, didn't you?
Yeah, just come from the barber shop now. How could you tell?
Well, I just sort of looked at you there. I never knowed what had happened exactly. It looked like a bunch of Indians been working on you with a tomahawk there.
Don't it look all right?
Well, it looks all right, I reckon. You sure got your ears set out, though. I'll say that for you.
Well, Mose Moose has raised his prices since the war started, so I just wanted to be sure I got my money's worth out of this haircut.
Oh, well, I don't blame you, now. I believe you got a little the best of the bargain, old Lum. Fact is, you might now overdid it just a little.
Well, I might have. Noticed my hat sort of jiggled down and rested on my ears, but I believe I can put some paper inside the hat band and make it stay up to where it belongs.
Yeah, fold up a good big newspaper, or some lamp wicks will do it.
You say there was a telephone call for me?
Yeah, Mort Hanson, a photographer called. Said you could see him this morning instead of this afternoon or something like that.
Oh, well, good. Good for Mort.
Well, what'd you want to see him for?
Well, to get my picture taken. Natural.
Picture taken?
Why, sure. That's what I got this haircut for.
Oh, you going to disguise yourself?
No, I finished that article for the magazine last night, so now all we need is some photographs of ourselves to send along with it.
Oh, sure. Well, I know that, but I never knowed we had to have new ones. I just brung along a batch of old ones we had kicking around the house there. Ain't them good enough?
No. Don't forget, this is a modern, up-to-the-date magazine this article's going to be printed in.
It is, huh?
Of course it is. You better come along with me over to Mort's place and get your picture took, too.
Oh, Lum, I believe some of these I got here is plenty good enough. Here, let me show them to you, Lum. Right here. Here. Look at this one here. Here's one showing me in my baseball suit. Look at there.
I ain't got time to look at them now, Abner. Mort's over there waiting for me.
Well, now, wait a minute, Lum, and look at this.
I'll look at them later, Abner. If you change your mind, call up over there and... Or wait a minute. What did I do with that? Was I carrying a bundle whenever I come in just now?
No, you weren't carrying nothing.
Things, I wonder if I left it down to the barber shop. I better call Mose and see.
Now, what was in the bundle, Lum?
Oh, just a coat to my Sunday suit and some stuff.
No.
Gonna put that on while I'm having my picture took.
Just a coat? Ain't you gonna wear no breeches?
My head and shoulders is all that's gonna be in the picture. Hello?
Oh.
Is that you, Mose? This is Lum. Say, did I leave a bundle there at the barber shop just now? Well, good. I was feared I'd lost it. Well, I'll come down and... Oh, is Cedric there? Yeah, send him up with it. That's a better idea. Yeah, well, all right, Mose. Much obliged. Goodbye.
Yeah, Lum, look here. Here's one where I was wearing my first straw hat. Look here. Mm-hmm. Look, there had a string on it to keep it from blowing away. Look at it, Lum.
What's that she's carrying there? Oh, a mandolin.
Oh, yeah. That was when I joined the Elite Boating and Mandolin Club.
You're holding that mandolin upside down. Do you know that?
I am.
Yeah. How could you play it that way?
Oh, well, me, I never actually played the thing.
Well, what was you doing carrying it?
Well, we just sort of kept that mandolin around the club there so that we could have our photographs taken with it, all the boys.
For goodness sake.
I never did know exactly why we done it, but every feller done it.
Folks had a lot of silly ideas in them days.
Yeah.
Wish Cedric could hurry up.
I know it, Lum. Look at this in here.
I ain't got time now, Abner.
Well, this one's got you in it, though. Look here.
Me?
Yeah, now see there, right there.
Oh, for the land's sake. Granny, wonder how long ago that was.
Oh, Lummy, I don't know. Is that some picnic, though? I recollect that.
Yeah, that was the annual picnic over at Cherry Hill, recollect?
Yeah, you got one of them cornucopias of cotton candy in your hand there, see there? That's where it was. I believe you're right.
Yeah.
Cherry Hill picnic, yes, sir.
Granny, that was a pretty handsome feller in them days, wasn't it?
Yeah, who's that girl standing there twixt me and you, Lum?
Well, don't you recollect? That's Bessie Elwood.
Is that her?
That's her. That's old Bessie, as sure as the world.
Well, I do know. Doggies, I never even recognized her in that outfit. Look at them clothes.
That's her, all right. There was a fine girl, that Bessie.
Oh, yeah, I reckon so. You were sort of sweet on her long about then, weren't you?
Well, I don't know. I reckon I was.
Oh, you sparked at her quite regular there.
You know, Abner, I've thought about it a lot of times. There's a woman I ought to marry, too.
Bessie?
Yeah, I ought to marry her and settle down.
Well, why didn't you?
Oh, I don't know. Mostly 'cause I didn't want to settle down, I reckon.
Yeah.
When I was a young feller, I was always getting big ideas. I thought I was cut out to be a city feller and go to New York and all that stuff.
Oh, when you was young, you got big ideas, huh?
Yeah, I'm glad I got over that.
Yeah.
Looks like young fellers just ain't got no sense, hardly.
No, they're sort of scatterbrained, I reckon.
Wonder if Bessie's still living over in Hot Springs.
No. She moved to Little Rock. Elizabeth had a hearing from her not long ago. She's got a boy in the army now.
She has?
Yeah, according to the letter.
Granny, she got a boy that old?
Yeah, I reckon
Don't
so.
seem possible, hardly.
No, it sure don't. Time sure flies. But he's in it all right. He's even went clean across the ocean, according to the letter. Been over there for several months now.
Well, I
Some
guess.
foreign country.
When you go home tonight, Abner, see if Bessie wrote down his address any place. I want to write him a letter.
A letter?
Yeah.
Why, you don't know him, Long.
No, but I know his mama.
Oh, yeah.
Besides, it don't matter how good you know a boy in the army. It's a good idea to write to him anyways.
I reckon so.
There ain't nothing a boy in the service likes to get better than a letter from back home.
Like to get letters, huh?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, when the mailman's there and they're handing out the letters in camp. There's just one fella don't get none. He's got an awful empty feeling inside of himself.
Oh, sure,
All
natural.
the other boys happy and running off in the corner to read from.
Yeah, that's
Get
it.
the news from home and then he got nothing.
No, that's a shame. It sure is.
Well, I figure it's the least we can do for them fellas is fighting our battles to write letters to them.
Yeah, doggies, I'll write him, too. Fact is, I believe I'll write old Ernest Macmillan. There's a fine boy, you know.
That's a good idea.
Get little Pearl to write some of the fellers, too.
That's
She
another
loves
idea.
to write letters, you know.
Got any other pictures there, Amy?
Oh, yeah, there's a whole batch of them here. Let's see here. Oh, look here. Here's another new one. Look here, right there.
I see it.
I believe now that was when you got that job selling bottles of blueing.
Oh, it was lemon and vanilla extract, not blueing.
Yeah, whatever it was. You peddling something around here, I know. Yeah, don't just look at that collar you're wearing. If that ain't a scream.
What's wrong with that collar?
Well, nothing, except it just looks so funny. I bound you that thing's 2 foot high.
Why, it ain't no such a thing.
It
It ain't
is,
over 4 inches high. It's a perfectly good, stylish celluloid collar.
Yeah, look at that there polka dot tie there. Bow tie. There's the silliest looking one thing I ever seen in my whole life.
Abner, stop that silly laughing. That's a good-looking bow tie.
Oh, I'd love to have one of them to wear to a Halloween party now.
Well, howdy.
Oh, well, howdy, Grandpa.
Grandpappy Spears.
Yeah, come here if you want to see something funny looking, Grandpa.
Abner, don't show that around.
Hey, look at this picture here. Did you ever see anything as old-timey looking in your life?
Let's see.
Right there, look there.
Who is it?
Huh?
Who's this skinny feller here?
Why, that's long time ago.
Well, I wondered. Look at that collar he's wearing.
Polka dot bow tie.
Yeah, time sure changed.
Oh, yeah.
Feller wouldn't be sort of dog fight with them things on now, would he?
Or a cat fight neither.
All right. Let's just cut out all this giggling. There ain't nothing that's funny, I know.
Grandpap, wouldn't you like to have that outfit to wear to a Halloween party?
That's a good one.
Oh, I'd love to have that.
Wonderful world.
Oh, well, howdy. Come in, Cedric. I got something to show you here, Cedric.
Now, don't show him that picture.
Hey, come here, Cedric.
Now, don't do it, Cedric. Just give me that bundle of clothes. It's about time you got here.
Yes, Mom. Wait, I better see if everything's here, though.
No, it don't matter. Don't unwrap that now.
But I dropped it once, and I might have lost something.
No, I know you never lost nothing. Just give it to me the way it is.
Yes, Mom.
And much obliged to you for bringing it up. Say, Abner, if Mort calls, tell him I'll be a little late for my photograph appointment. I got to go home first.
Go home? Well, I thought you brought that stuff along with you so you wouldn't have to go home.
Just tell him what I said.
Oh?
I'll see you later. So long.
So long. Oh, yeah. Reckon what's making him act that way now?
Well, did I do something to make him mad, reckon?
Oh, no, Cedric. I guess me and Grandpap laughing at this picture sort of got his goat.
Yeah, more like that.
What picture?
Oh, listen here. Look here, Cedric. That's Lum with that funny collar and tie on. Did you ever see anything like that before in your whole life?
Yes, Mom, I believe I did about 5 minutes ago.
Huh?
That there's the same collar and bow tie that was wrapped up in Mr. Lum's coat just now.
Granny's, Abner. I believe that's our ring.
I told his Lum, I believe you're right.
I'll see. Hello, jot 'em down, store. This is Lum and Abner.
Let's see what's going on down in Pine Ridge. Well, Lum and Abner have dispatched their article about their attempt to fly to Mars to the magazine editor and are now feeling quite wealthy with the $750 they received for it. Lum has gone to the county seat to deposit the check and to settle up their bills. As we look in on the little community today, we find Abner alone in the Jot 'em Down store and library. He's talking on the phone.
3 bars of soap, sack of flour, big one. Yes, Mom. All right. A can of sorghum, box of soda crackers, and what else now? 3 pounds of butter. Oh, I can't tell you that much. Well, I can't help it, Miss Seastrunk. All I can give you today is just a half a pound.
Well, I got back quicker than I thought of it. Oh,
Yes,
excuse
Mom.
me, Abner. Never seen you stopping on the phone.
Well, I don't care how much you're willing to pay. That's all you can get. See, otherwise there wouldn't be enough to go around for everybody. Well, don't blame me now. Don't start bawling me out about it. Blame that there paper hanger, that Adolf Schickelgruber. Whatever his name is.
Yeah, still no, Abner.
Yes, Mom. Well, I'll get it over just as quick as I can, Miss Seastrong. I've got other people to look after besides you. Oh, I'm not mad. All right, I'll get it over. All right, much obliged. Goodbye. Woman.
Who is that, Miss Seastrong?
Yeah, she's mad 'cause I wouldn't sell her but 3 pounds of butter.
3 pounds?
Yeah.
Well, she don't need that much.
Of course she don't.
Near as I can recollect, she never used to buy more than a half a pound at a time.
I know it.
Besides
Only
that,
that.
they got a cow, too.
Yeah, she's too lazy to turn, I reckon. Just sit. That's all she's good for.
You know, it's a funny thing, Abner, but I've noticed that every time there's a shortage of something nowadays, some folks starts trying to buy more of it instead of less like they ought to.
Doggies, I've noticed that same thing, Lum. And I believe that must be one of the causes that makes all these shortages, too.
Well, it sure don't help it, and I'll say that for her.
No, sir. Did you get in the county seat all right?
Yeah, I caught a ride in the mail hack.
Uh-huh.
About the only way you can get there now. There sure ain't many folks driving that fur no more.
No.
Everybody's saving their cars.
Yeah, and it's a thing for 'em to do. Did you get our check from the magazine article deposited in the bank all right?
Oh, yeah. I paid up some of the bills already, too.
You did, huh?
That sure is a good feeling to get them all, Mama.
Won't have them our creditors calling up here every 15 minutes wiring out the telephone. How much money is there left out of the check now, Lum?
Well, it was $82.
Oh.
And I figured we'd just divide that half into twixt ourselves.
Well, good.
$41 apiece.
My dogies, $41 cash. Well, sure, that will sure come in handy. Let's see now, what can I buy myself for that?
Well, of course, you ain't got the full $41 no more, Abner.
I ain't, huh?
No, you see, I bought both of us a $25 war bond while I was there at the bank.
Oh.
It cost us $18.75 apiece.
Yeah, well, that's a good idea, no?
Well, I knowed you'd want to do that.
Oh, sure. Let's see now, that leaves, let's see, 18 from 41, $36 and...
$22. $22 and a quarter.
Oh. Yeah, what's on that?
And out of that, you give $10 to the community chest.
I did.
Yeah. I did, too, of course.
Uh-huh.
Then I give $5 to the USO, and you give $5 to the Red Cross.
Did I do that, too?
Yeah.
Doggies, I never knowed I was getting so generous here all of a sudden.
Well, these are all good, worthwhile causes, Abner.
Yeah, I know that. I ain't complaining a bit. But, that don't leave nothing for me, does it?
Oh, yes, it does. Leaves you, let's see, $7.25.
Oh.
And that's more than I've got. Because I had to buy myself a new pair of shoes.
Shoes?
Yeah.
Oh, is that what you got in the package there?
Yeah, I just had to get some. These shoes I got on are so thin, the bottoms, I can step on a dime and tell you whether it's a quarter or a nickel.
Well.
Just look at them there. Look at that.
Well, I do know. Yeah, you need them all right.
A retread one.
Yeah, you're plumb down to the cardboard there. Let's see your new ones there,
Yeah. Second, I'll unwrap them here.
Yeah, you got them running around this
These are
cold
about
weather.
the best shoes I ever owned.
Well.
Just looky there. Take a look at them.
Well, I do know. Doggies, them are good ones, you know what? Sort of big, though, ain't it?
Well, they just look that way because the leather's so thick.
Yeah, them things look like valises. You put handles on them there.
Look at them soles on there.
Oh, yeah.
Them things never would wear out.
No, I wish I could find some of that for Elizabeth. She just runs through shoes quicker than ever one human I ever seen. Oh, no, them things will last you a month of Sunday. How much did they set you back, Lum?
Well, I sort of hate to say. I'm afraid I was a little extravagant. Blowed myself.
Did you? Extravagant, huh?
But this is something I've always wanted. A real, genuine, good pair of shoes. And while I had the money, I thought I'd just go ahead and buy them.
Why, sure, I don't blame you a bit. Man ought to have good shoes. I've always said that. Good, stout shoes on your feet will help you. You got them, though. I'll say that for you. You sure did. How much did you say there was?
Well, I hate to tell you. I'm sort of ashamed of what I had to give them.
Well,
$6 and a quarter.
$6 for the land, see.
Just what they cost.
Ooh. Doggy, them things must have diamond shoelaces in them.
I know it sounds terrible, but I seen them in the store window there, and Dad blame it, they'll want them. They got them.
Well, I don't blame you much, Lum. Tell him want something that bad, he ought to get it. Fact is, doggies, I sort of wished I'd went along with you. Bought myself something, too.
Oh, it reminds me, you did buy yourself something.
Huh?
You bought yourself some new earmuffs and a pair of suspenders.
I did?
Yeah.
Well, I do know.
Dandy leather gloves.
Gloves?
Heavy line ones. I bought them in that package there so I can get to them.
Let's see them. Doggies gloves. That's exactly what I've been needing. Been needing them the worst way. Oh, them is dandies, ain't they?
Yeah, you've been complaining lately about getting so cold while you're out making the delivers. These will be just the thing for you.
Oh, yeah.
Ain't them dandies?
Oh, they are good.
And them's good stout galluses I got you.
Here, huh?
Yeah.
Well, I'm needing a pair, all right. Look there, that there is rabbit fur inside them gloves, ain't it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, fella's hand never would get cold in them. Wonderful world. Good for me. So good I better not tell Elizabeth I bought them, oh. Just last week she wanted to buy some fancy gloves for herself, and I wouldn't let her. I'll just tell her somebody give them to me for a present.
No, don't tell her no story. Tell her the truth about it.
Yeah, but now what if she...
Well, ain't no what if to the rule about truth, Abner. You never tell no story, not even a little one. You ought to know that.
Well, I reckon you're right, Mom, but sometimes...
There ain't no cases where telling stories is excusable. Just stick to the truth. Wait a minute. Who's that coming up out there?
Huh?
Oh, it's Ed Clayton's woman.
Oh.
And saw her for quite a spell.
No. Is Ed still laid up?
No, I heard he went back to work just a couple of days ago. And I seen him at services last Sunday, too.
Uh-huh.
He's working over at the mill now, defense work.
Well, good for Ed.
I guess they've been having sort of a hard time of it lately.
Oh, ain't no doubt about find out.
Well, how do you do, Miss Clayton?
How do you do, Miss Clayton?
Hello, Abner. Lum.
Come on in. How are the youngins?
Oh, just fine, thank you.
Well, good. What can we do for you today? Few groceries?
Yes, a few. I need a package of salt, and cake of yeast, and a 10-pound sack of flour.
Will you get them for him?
Yeah, get them right away. Get them right now. Yeah.
Sounds like it's going to be bacon day over at your place tomorrow.
Yes, that's right. Ain't no one thing Ed likes better than hot biscuits.
Well, I don't blame him none. Sort of partial to him myself. How's Ed feeling now?
Well, to be honest, I don't think he should have went back to work yet. In his condition, it's too cold and damp over there.
Uh-huh.
But you know Ed, bound and determined.
Yeah, that's it.
Well, here you are, Miss Clayton. Now, was there anything else for you?
Yes, I'd like, how much does that add up to?
Well, let's see here. Flowers, 64, salt, and yeast, 79 cents.
Oh, well, I just have 70 cents with me. Better leave out the salt.
No, I'll go ahead and take it. We can put it on the book.
No, I'll get it some other time.
Well, wait a minute. I believe I added that thing up wrong. Let's see here. It comes out 70 cents even. It never was good at figures. You sure there ain't nothing else now?
No.
You say it's sort of cold and damp where Ed's working?
Yes, it is. And Ed just ain't got the clothes for it.
Maybe a good pair of heavy shoes would be good for him.
Well, yes, but...
Now, we just happen to have a pair here. Just some cheap ones, but they might help. Just $1.98. Here, take them along and tell Ed he can pay for them whenever he gets his first paycheck. Go ahead and take them.
Well, maybe we'd better wait.
No, now, don't wait. No, sir. And here's something else Lum forgot to tell you. Here's some gloves. We're giving away a pair of gloves with every pair of shoes we sell. They're just cheap ones. They might last him a week. Oh, here, put them in the basket there now.
Well, this is awful thoughty of you. I don't rightly know how to thank you.
Oh, don't thank us. It's just business with us.
Sure.
And give our regards to Ed.
Yes, say hello to him for us.
Oh, I will. Good day.
Good day, Miss Clayton.
Good
Come in
day.
again.
Lum.
Yeah.
That there rule, that and about the truth. Did you say there weren't no cases where you change it a little bit?
Well, mighty few, Abner. Mighty few.
Now, Granny's, Abner, I believe that's our ring.
I dog his Lum, I believe you're right.
I'll see. Hello, jot 'em down, store. This is Lum and Abner.
And now, let's see what's going on down in Pine Ridge. Well, Lum and Abner are out of debt and out of trouble. A situation rare indeed for them. And so once again they turn their attention to the activities of their long possessed and much ignored Jot 'em Down store and library. As we look at our little community today, we find the old fellows in this venerable establishment. Lum is checking up on the stock. Listen.
The you're in these, Abner, I just noticing something. Look how all our shelves are starting to look.
Now, Lum, don't start that again now. I dusted every single shelf in this store this morning. Well, most of them anyway.
Well, I don't mean that. I mean, look how empty they look.
Oh, yeah.
With all this rationing and everything, it just looks like we're going out of business.
Yeah.
Maybe we ought to steady up some new line of goods to put in the store.
Maybe we ought to.
I don't know exactly what it'd be, though.
No.
Ain't many things you can get nowadays.
No, you're right. How about putting in them music rolls, Lum, for player pianos? Them's always good.
No, there ain't but 2 player pianos in the whole town. One at the church and one at Sister Simpson's boarding house.
Yeah.
We couldn't make enough just selling to them 2.
No, I reckon not. I sure do love them things, though.
Besides, I believe the player piano is starting to go out of style anyway.
Kid?
Was that our ring a minute ago there?
I don't know. Might have been. I never paid no attention. I'll see. Hello, jot 'em down, store and library. Abner Peabody doing the talking. Mom? Oh, no, Mousey ain't been here all day, Gussie. Lieutenant. No, honest, he ain't here. Yeah, all right, he comes in, I'll tell him. Yes, Mom. Goodbye, Gussie, Lieutenant.
Mousey's woman, huh?
Yeah, I believe she's hopping mad, too. Leastways, she sure sounds that way.
Oh, yeah. Still want you to call her Lieutenant, huh?
Oh, yeah, insist on it. Yeah, I called her Gussie there, and she called my hand on it, said it was Lieutenant.
What is she lieutenant of? I never did know.
Oh, some Miss Woman's war business of some kind. I don't know what it is.
She was mad, huh?
Yeah.
Well, what was she mad about, did she say?
I don't know. She never said. I could just tell the way she talked she's mad. Just said she wanted Mousey to call home the minute he come in here if he did.
Call home, huh?
Yeah.
Mousey must have sneaked out then.
Just about.
She generally keeps him inside the house doing all the kitchen work.
Yeah, that poor feller, he ain't hardly been outdoors since she joined up with that woman's army, whatever day she's a lieutenant in.
You know, I don't like to see Mousey being treated that way, though.
No, sir, me neither, Lum. He's a nice feller. And no feller ought to have to do a woman's work. It just ain't legal, I don't think.
Mousey ought to stand up and tell her who the master is.
Well, she already knows who the master is, Lum. She's been at it ever since they got married.
Well, what I mean, he ought to start being the master himself.
Oh?
Tell her that from now on, he's going to run things. And if she don't like it, she can just get out. That's what I'd tell her.
I don't know, Lum. I don't believe it'd be safe telling a woman like Gussie them things. I know I wouldn't try it at my place.
Granny, I would.
Well, I don't think Mousey ever would, though. He ain't the type, Lum.
No, you're right about that. He's a little bit too much like his name, I think.
Yeah. Just about what's wrong with him. Just about.
But I reckon we can't worry about his troubles. We'll have to work them out for himself.
Oh, yeah, sure.
We've got troubles of our own to worry about.
Yeah? Well, wait a minute. What troubles we got, Lum?
Well, troubles about the, let's see now. I don't believe we got none.
Well, I can't think of any.
I reckon I got so used to having us being in some kind of trouble that when we ain't none, just seems like there's something wrong.
Well, I believe we can get in some if we try. We don't want to get in none, do we?
Of course not.
No.
From now on, things are going to be different, too. I can tell you that. We're going to have a clean slate.
My dog is on for it from now. Clean slate.
Yeah.
You mean a slate like you write things on with a piece of chalk?
That's the only kind of a slate I know of.
And you say we're going to keep it clean, huh?
That's exactly what we're going to do.
Well, now, Lum, what's the use of spending the money to buy a slate if we're just going to keep it clean? As long as we're getting one, we might as well write stuff on it.
Abner, I never meant we was going to go out and buy a slate and not write on it.
No, I must have misunderstood you then. What was you aiming to write on it?
Oh, for goodness sake.
Well, come on now, tell me, what you going to write on it, Lum?
Abner, ain't you ever heard of that old Eddard saying?
Oh, that's what you're going to put on it, huh? Write old Eddard sayings on it and stand it up in the window where folks can see it. Well, that's a good idea. I believe I'll make up some old Peabody sayings and put them on it, too. Let's see now.
Abner, I ain't going to write no old Eddard sayings on it.
Huh? You ain't?
Of course not.
Well, I say let's not get the slate then, Lum. There's no use cluttering up the store with a lot of stuff we ain't gonna use. Besides, the government wants folks to save their monies nowadays, not go out and spend it on something you don't need. No, I'm feared I've got to advise you not to get it, Lum.
All right, I won't get it then.
Good.
That'll settle this silly argument.
Yeah, that's better. So it's just a lucky thing we got me around the store here to keep things running on a sensible base.
Yeah, ain't it though?
I don't know how we'd ever get along without them. I don't get along. Look, there comes Mousey up out there now. Mousey.
Oh, him.
Yeah. I'm glad I ain't in his shoes as mad as that woman is.
You don't know what he's up against.
Oh, no, he better not go home.
Yeah, howdy, Mousey.
Hello, Lum. Abner. Mousey.
I believe you better get for home, Mousey. You know what's good for you.
Yeah, Gussie called up here just a little bit ago for you, Mousey. Oh, the lieutenant called, did she? Yeah, and she wants you to call over at the place, too, just as quick as you come in the store. But to be honest, Mousey, according to how bad she sounded, I believe if I was you, I'd just get on home and talk to her. No, sir, I believe I'd rather call her up, Abner, if you don't mind.
Well, it might be safer at that. She can't reach you with a telephone, can
No, sir, I thought about that, Lum. Is it all right with you if I use your phone a minute?
Well, sure, go ahead. Just be careful with it, though.
Yes, sir, thank you very much.
I'd stand back a little way from the phone, though, if I was you, Mousey.
Yes, sir.
You know, Mousey, we were just talking about you today, and we decided you ought to tell Gussie where to
Just a
head.
minute, Lum. Hello? Lieutenant, dear? Well, now, wait, Gussie. Well, yes, Mom, but... Yes, but now listen, Lieutenant, well, just a minute, Lieutenant. Let me talk for a minute. I have some things that I want to say to you. Yes, ma'am? Well, I'll make it short. Well, here it is. Gussie, you can just go jump in the lake.
What did I hear you say, Mousey?
I believe I told Gussie to go jump in the lake.
Well, I'll swan to goodness. I never thought I'd live to see this day.
Me neither.
Hi, Granny's Mousey put her there. Good for you.
Yes, sir, good for you. That's our time. Hi, doggies, wait a minute here, though.
What's the matter?
Oh, I'm feared that was a bad mistake. Oh, you oughtn't to have did that, Mousey. You oughtn't to have did it.
Why oughtn't he?
Why, 'cause he really has got himself in trouble now, Lum. You don't understand these things. That's 'cause you're a bachelor, but I know what I'm talking about.
Prattle.
Why, that Gussie, as mad as she is, she'll more likely come right down here to this store with a baseball bat and take in after Mousey. Oh, well, I don't care. Let her come.
That's the way I like to hear you talk, Mousey.
No, sir, she can't hurt me anymore. And I'll tell you, things are going to change, Lum.
Well, good. It's about time they're changing.
Yes, sir.
Have you told her you're going to be the master at the house now?
Well, no, sir, I haven't exactly told her, but I can tell you one thing. I'm not doing any more housework, I know that.
That's the time.
No more scrubbing, crocheting for me. I'm not taking orders from Gussie any longer.
Granny's Mousey, you're more of a man than I ever figured you was.
Well, sir, I know this is the happiest day of my life. Oh, I'm just so happy I can hardly keep myself under control.
Yeah, I can see you're going all to pieces there.
Yes, sir.
Well, what gave you the courage to do this, Mousey? What come over you all of a sudden anyway?
Well, it's just something that's happening to a lot of married men these days, Lum. Yeah, but it don't last long, old Mousey. It's all over just as quick as your woman gets a hold of you again.
I don't believe it'll be that way with Mousey, though. He's a courageous young feller. You just never knowed it before, so.
No, sir.
Exactly what was it that changed your mind, Mousey? Did you just all of a sudden decide you wasn't going to put up with it no longer?
Well, not exactly that, Lum.
Well, what was it then? Come on, tell us. This is interesting.
Well, there are several things. First, it's just that I'm naturally a brave man, I guess.
Yeah.
And second, I'm the type of man that was born to be a leader, I believe, Lum.
Mm-hmm.
And the third thing, well, it was the early training that I received from my mother. You know, my mother, she's a lady blacksmith up in Iowa.
Yeah, I know. She seems just like a father to you.
That she does. She does.
And them was the things that made you get up enough courage to tell Gussie to jump in the lake, huh?
Yes, sir. Well, those and one other little reason.
Another little reason, huh? What was that, Mousey?
Well, here, I'll just read you a poem that I wrote this morning. That'll explain it, Lum.
A poem, huh?
Yes, you see, I wrote this. I'm going to mail it to Gussie. Just listen to this. Lieutenant Gussie, dearest wax, oh, wife so adored, no longer will I break my back o'er tub and scrubbing board. No longer will I mend your socks with ne'er a reward, nor sew on buttons on your smock, chores by me abhorred. I will not polish up your boots, nor shine up your sword. No longer folks will call me Toots, for I am now restored. At last I'm cutting, my dear miss, that heavy thick cord, with which you bound me here to this psychopathic ward. Llewellyn Snavely Gray, that crumb, that yokel ignored, has just received a summons from his local draft board.
Granny's, Abner. I believe that's our ring.
I dog his Lum, I believe you're right.
I'll see. Hello, jot 'em down, store. This is Lum and Abner.
Hello? Let's see what's going on down in Pine Ridge. Well, at last Mousey Gray has found a way out of his domestic bondage. A certain little notice from his local draft board has freed him from the days of household duties which his wife Gussie has long imposed upon him. As we look in on the little community today, we find Lum and Abner in their jot-em-down store and library. Mousey's just entering. Listen.
Well, howdy, Mousey. Come on in.
Yeah, come on back, Mousey. Hello, Lum, Abner. Hi, doggies, we thought you'd be in a uniform by this time, Mousey.
Yeah.
Well, see, I'm not really in the Army yet. I still have to take my physical examination.
Oh, you ain't taking that yet, huh?
No, sir. See, I have to report at my draft board for that tomorrow.
Oh, I see.
Well, do you think you'll pass it all right, Mousey? Well, sir, I don't know. I sure hope I do, though.
No, you ought to pass that all right.
Yeah, I ought to. Of course, now, Mousey might not be in good condition, Lum. Might have soft muscle and all that, you know.
Oh, I don't think so.
Well, he might now. Well, just look what he's been doing lately. That housework. That kind of work won't put a man in condition.
No.
All he does just, sit around the house there, doing the dishes and washing clothes and sweeping out, scrubbing the floor, beating rugs, chopping wood, such as that. Fella gets awful soft doing that woman's work.
Yeah, I reckon you're right. I never thought about that.
Oh, I've noticed Elizabeth, she just went down something wonderful here lately. I taken some feed home there the other day, dumped it off in the front yard, and I just noticed her there. I was sitting on the porch. All she could do to shoulder a 100-pound sack of bran and carry it back to the barn.
Well, I'd call Doc Miller.
Well, and she never lifted the hay at all. Had to take a hay hook and drag it back there.
For goodness.
Oh, she just ain't feeling no good at all. Awful poorly.
How do you feel, Mousey?
Well, sir, I guess I feel all right. I think I do anyway.
Well, considering everything, you don't look too bad.
Yes, sir.
Just a little pale, maybe. Sort of weak.
Oh, do I look that
Just
way?
a little. I wouldn't worry about it, though, much.
I reckon we ought to call Doc Miller and have him come over here and sort of look Mousey over.
No, I don't believe we need to do that. It ain't that serious. I don't think.
Well, yeah, but Mousey's going to be awful disappointed, Lum, if he can't get in the Army. Wouldn't you be disappointed, Mousey? Oh, yes, sir. I don't want to go back to doing housework. You know, Gus is a wonderful wife, been just like a mother to me, but I just don't want to go back to that housework again.
Well, I don't think you'll have to, Mousey.
You want me to call up Doc Miller?
No, all Mousey needs is a little building up. We can do that ourselves.
We can, huh?
Yeah, of course, we ain't got much time.
No.
When you taking the examination, Mousey?
I've got to report there tomorrow, they said, Lum.
Well, I'll give you a set of good stiff exercises. That'll do the trick.
Really? Well, you short Mousey's strong enough to stand anything like that long.
Well, I'll start him out on some easy exercises and work up to the hard ones, gradual.
Well, it's all right, I reckon. If you think he can stand it, don't want to make him sick or nothing.
Oh, he surely can stand that, can't you, Mousey?
Well, sir, I'll try.
That's the spirit. That's the way I like to hear you talk. You make a good soldier.
Well, I hope so, Lum. I'm sure anxious to get in.
Well, I'll have you built up to where you're the healthiest man in the whole army in no time at all.
Well, sir, I sure would like to be. Now, if you get tired or anything, Mousey, why, you just tell Lum and he'll let you rest. Now, we don't want to hurt you a bit in the world. Yes, sir.
All right, let's see. Whereabouts can we do this now?
Huh?
Ought to have plenty of room.
Plenty of room.
Yeah. I got a couple of exercises where you swing one leg around the air and then you bend your head down and touch the floor with it.
Huh?
Or something like that. I forget now just how it does go, but we'll figure it out.
I'm sure glad I ain't taking them exercises, I'll tell you that.
Wait a minute. That ain't a bad idea, Abner.
Huh?
You better get into this, too.
Me?
Yeah. Might do you some good.
Now, just a minute, Lum. I ain't taking no examination tomorrow. I don't need no building up. I ain't soft and weak from doing woman's work like Mousey is. I ain't done a bit of woman's work over there.
No, but this wouldn't hurt you none.
Oh.
See, I reckon we'll have to move some of this stuff out of the middle of the store so we'll have enough room to work in here.
And I hope no customers comes in while we're doing this.
Move that big pickle barrel there, Abner. Get that out of the way first.
You mean this one here?
Yeah.
All right. Whereabouts you want it moved to?
No, any place there. Over by the counter's all right.
Oh, the counter right over there, huh?
Yeah.
All right, Hey, doggies, I can't move this thing long.
All right. I'll do it myself then, weakling.
Huh?
The only way you're going to ever get anything done around here is to do it yourself. I've always said that. Granny, that is heavy, ain't it?
That's what I've been trying to tell you.
Here, give me a hand with it, Abner.
All right, take hold over there. Get that back. Just go
Ready?
now.
1, 2, 3.
Come on. Doggies. Don't believe we can move that thing, Lum.
Must be nailed to the floor or something.
Would you like for me to try?
No, I don't want you to overwork yourself, Mousey.
Well, here, I'll try it once for you.
All right, but take it easy.
Yes, sir.
Here, Abner, start moving these boxes of grapes. You ought to be able to handle them all right.
Yeah. I can carry them things. I know. Whereabouts you want them put?
Oh, we'll stack them up near the front window there. We might make a display out of them later.
Oh, sure. Yeah, that's a good idea. You want me to take some of the grapes and spell out something on?
No, you better leave the spelling to me. I recall the last time you was going to spell out something, you had it all...
You want the barrel on?
Huh?
Right here?
Well, for goodness sakes. Good for you, Mousey.
Yes, sir.
Wait a minute. Maybe that ain't such a good place after all. Things will be falling off the counter into the barrel there.
Yeah, they're liable to, yeah.
Better move to the other side of the store, Mousey.
You mean over across there?
Yeah, take it easy, though.
Now, the grapes is all moved now, Lum. What else?
Well, let's see. I believe we get these 2 packing cases out of the way, we'll have enough room.
All right, doggies, ain't we got room enough now?
Of course not.
Well, I don't see what you need so much room for. You're just going to give Mousey some exercises, ain't you? Ain't going to try to hold an old foot race in here.
What's worth doing well at all is worth doing well. That's an old Eddard saying. And a good one, too.
Well.
Grab hold of the other end of that case there.
All right, just a minute.
You ready?
Yeah, come on, let's go.
Here we go.
All right, doggies. Is everything we got in here nailed down to the floor?
Yeah, my hand must have slipped or something. Come on, let's try it again.
Well, let me catch my breath. I'm give out. Well, how's this over here, Lon?
Oh, that's fine, Mousey. Or no, better move it about 10 feet to the right there.
Yes, sir, about 10 feet to the right.
Yeah. All right, Abner, get a good grip on it this time now.
All right, come on, I got it.
All right, let's go.
Move it now, Lon. Come on.
Maybe we better try the other keys there.
Well, it's just the same size as this one, Lon.
I don't know, but sometimes some of them's lighter than others. Don't know why. Might be the kind of wood they use in them or something.
Well, it better be lighter than this one, I'll tell you that. Now, would you like for
Me to move these packing cases too long?
Yeah, but I'm feared they're a little too heavy for you, Mousey.
Well, shall I try it?
Well, go ahead if you want to. I gotta sit down here and rest a minute.
Yeah, doggies me, too. That's hard work.
War to a frazzle. War to a frazzle.
Lum, reckon we ought to put off building Mousey up till some other day. I'm just wore out.
No, we can't do that, Abner. He takes the examination tomorrow. We gotta build him up today.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah. Forgot about that.
As soon as you get rested up, Abner, I want you to go and get the broom.
Broom?
Now, I know some good exercises where you hold a broom and jump over it a dozen times or so.
Oh, doggy, that sounds like a gooder. I thought you meant you want me to sweep out the floor.
No, that'll limber Mousey up good.
Oh, yeah, that'll be a good one for him.
Is it all right to set these cases over here by the barrel, Lum?
Oh, yeah. Better stack them up on top of the barrel. Then they'll be out of the way.
Yes, sir.
Let's see. I'm thinking of another good exercise, too, Abner, only I believe you need a trapeze for that.
Trapeze like they have in a circus to swing on?
Yeah, so I reckon we just have to skip that.
Well, we can rig up a swing of some kind. Just take some rope and throw it over them rafters up there.
No, that's too much bother. Besides, I don't want to overwork Mousey.
Well, no, I don't think you ought to neither. I'm not in his condition, weak as he is.
Well, you feel rested now, Abner?
Yeah, I reckon so. I feel pretty good, I reckon.
All right, let's get started then. Come on over here, Mousey. That's enough moving.
Yes, sir. Is that how you wanted the packing cases, Lum?
Yeah, that's fine, fine. Come over here and stand beside Abner there.
Yes, sir.
That's it.
We going to do the exercises now?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Don't get too close, though. Got to have room to swing your arms around. All right, stand at attention now. That's stand straight with your arms down to your side now.
Oh.
Head up, chest out. For goodness sakes, Abner, is that your chest down there?
I'm shorter than you there, Lum. That's what make it look that way.
Come on, Mousey. Stand up straighter there.
Yes, sir.
All right, now, hands on the hips. Up on your toes. Mousey, get up on your toes.
Well, I'm trying to get up there, Lum.
Well, try harder. That's better. All right, now, bend down at the knees at the count of 1. Here we go. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, my goodness, Lum. Lum, Mousey's toppled over there. Look here.
And get some water from him.
Yeah, I'll get some.
Lucky for Mousey, we taken charge of him when we did. That boy's even in worse condition than I figured. One little simple exercise, and he falls flat on his face.
Oh, yeah, that housework will soften you up every time.
Granny's Abner, I believe that's our room.
Aye, doggy's Lum, I believe you're right.
I'll see. Hello, jot 'em down, store. This is Lum and Abner.
And now, let's see what's going on down in Pine Ridge. Well, Llewellyn Snavely Mousey Gray, Pine Ridge's latest contribution to Class 1A, is scheduled to take his physical examination today prior to his induction into the Army. And after the rather rigorous building-up exercises that Lum and Abner put him through yesterday, there's some doubt whether he'll be able to pass the test or not. As we look in on the little community today, we find Lum in the Jot-'em-Down store and library. Abner is just entering. Listen.
Hey, Lum.
What is it, Abner?
Hi, doggy's Mousey done it. He done it.
Done what?
He passed his physical examinations. I just now heard it over at Dick Huddleston's store.
Well, good for Mousey.
Ain't that fine?
I know he'd do it. I reckon that building up we give him yesterday done him so much good that he got through all right.
It must have. He sure got through.
Proud to hear that. Yeah, this is going to be the greatest thing that ever happened to Mousey.
Oh, yeah.
When does he leave for the Army, do you know?
Well, I believe they said day after tomorrow. Yeah, early in the morning he's leaving out.
Well, that don't give him much time to get ready, does it?
No, it don't.
They don't fool around. Once they get them in there, they ship them right out, don't they?
Yeah. Of course, I reckon that Mousey's got plenty of time at that, though, for I know he ain't got a whole lot to do to get ready.
No.
I know one thing, he won't have to take a bath before he leaves. That's the first thing they're going to do with him is put him in some water.
How do you know it is?
Well, Dick Huddleston said so. He said before Mousey got into the camp, why, they'd send him to a ducking center.
Ducking center?
That's what he said, yep.
Wait a minute, you got that wrong. That ain't a ducking center, it's an inducking center.
Huh?
That means that's where they take them in and get them registered and give them uniforms and all that.
It does.
Well, you had me scared there. I thought they was going to run him through a dipping vat the way you thought.
Well, that's what I thought, too, at first, but they said no. Well, what do they throw him in that water for, Mom?
Oh, for goodness sake.
Well, now, tell me, why do they?
Abner, I ain't even going to answer that. It's too silly.
Well, it does seem sort of silly to me, too, but, man, I guess the Army knows what they're doing. I wouldn't want to butt in, try to tell them nothing. You know, I was just thinking of something, old Lum. You know, I believe we ought to give Mousey a farewell party. He's been such a nice feller to help us around.
That's funny. I was just thinking the same thing myself.
You are?
I believe the best thing to do is to have it at the schoolhouse. Do it upright. Let everybody in the whole community come there.
Yeah, that's what we ought to do. Have a big crowd. Decorate the schoolhouse all up fancy and everything.
Yeah. Might as well call up Sister Simpson and let her take charge of it.
Yeah.
She can decorate that schoolhouse blindfolded with both hands tied behind her back. She did it so much.
Yeah. Well, to be honest, it ain't safe to have a party and not let her be in charge of it. I can tell you that. You know how mad she gets.
No, you're right about that. She loves to decorate the schoolhouse.
Yeah, she wants to be chairman of the committee. She just won't have no party.
Loves to boss folks around.
Yeah, that's what she likes to do. Boss them women around, get them to take orders from her.
I see her now up on that stepladder in them red slacks of hers.
Yeah, that ain't a sight.
I reckon I better call her right away and let her get started in here.
Yeah, or two. Well, now, when are we going to have the party, Mom?
Well, if he's leaving day after tomorrow, we ought to have it tomorrow night.
Yeah.
That'll give us enough time to get everything ready. Wait a minute. Hello, Sister Simpson? This is Lum and Abner.
Surprise that Mousey.
Say, Sister Simpson, me and Abner thought it'd be nice to have a party for our Mousey, as long as he's going in the Army.
She might not know about it.
Yeah, he's going in. Well, he didn't know it till today himself.
No.
Passed examination and everything.
No, yeah, 100%, I reckon.
Oh, I don't know. We thought we ought to have it someplace where everybody in town could come. Maybe at the schoolhouse.
That's a good idea.
Tomorrow night.
Oh, Lum, you better hang up the phone. Mousey's coming.
Oh, say, Sister Simpson, I got to hang up because Mousey's coming in the store. Yeah, you go ahead with the plans and I'll check with you later. Yeah, all right. Goodbye.
Lucky thing I seen him coming.
Yeah, want this to be a surprise.
Oh, yes, got to be a surprise.
Sure, wouldn't mean a thing if there weren't a surprise.
No, he won't be expecting nothing either.
Now, don't go talking too much now and give it away.
I won't. I ain't going to talk. You know me, how I can keep a secret.
Yeah, I know. That's what's worrying me. Find out now.
Oh, yes. Well, howdy, Mousey. Come on in.
Yeah, congratulations, Mousey.
Well, thank you, Lum.
We just heard the good news a couple of minutes ago.
Yes, sir. Oh, happy days.
Now, how does it feel being a member of the Uncle Sam's Army?
Well, sir, I've just been so busy I can't hardly tell yet, Lum.
Busy, huh?
Yes, sir. You see, they gave me 48 hours to settle up all my affairs, and, well, I guess, Lum, I guess I'm just going to need some help. That's the reason I came over here to talk to you.
Well, you come to the right place, all
I hate
right.
to bother you this way.
Well, I can straighten you out on stocks and bonds and debts and loans, all them finance matters.
Yeah, Lum's good at situations.
What seems to be your main trouble, Mousey?
Well, sir, it's just, it's kind of hard to say.
It is, huh?
Yes, sir.
It sounds like it might be complicated.
Oh, it is.
Maybe we better sit down at the table here and get some paper and pencil and figure this thing out right.
Yes, sir, I want to do it right if I'm going in.
Now, first of all, you list all the outstanding debts you got and the money you got in the bank. And, Abner, get the phone. I think that's our ring.
Yeah, all right, I'll get it.
Let's see. Where was we at now?
Hello, jot 'em down, store and library. Abner Peabody doing the talking.
I'm talking here and we can figure it out.
Oh, yeah, Sister Simpson.
Oh, careful what you say, Abner.
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, patriotic decorations. some of that there red, white, and blue button stuff, you know.
But tell her to call back later, Abner.
Eat? Oh, sure. They have lots to eat, sir. Yeah, feed him up good, you know. Yeah, all right, Sister Simpson. I'm proud you called. Yeah, goodbye.
Who's she going to feed, Abner?
Oh, well, some feller.
What's his name?
Careful, Abner.
Let's see. Well, tell you the truth, Mousey, he ain't exactly a feller. He's more of a horse. That's what he is, a horse.
That's what it is.
Yeah. Sister Simpson, she bought herself a horse and want to know how to feed it, and so she called me.
Oh, going to feed him red, white, and blue bunny?
Huh? Oh, yeah, that's what he loves to eat. Just loves that stuff. He's awful cute, horse, but he's patriotic, so I'll say that for him.
Abner, you better hash up, I think.
I got out of that, didn't I?
Not so much. Well, let's get this thing figured out, Mousey. What'd you say your outstanding debts was now?
Well, I didn't say, Lum, because I haven't got any.
You ain't, huh?
No, sir. In fact, I don't have any of those things that you mentioned there, stocks or bonds or financial things at all.
Well, what exactly is troubling you then?
Well, see, they told me to go and settle up my affairs.
Yeah, you told us that.
But no matter how hard I try, well, I can't think of any affairs to settle up.
Oh, I see. Well, that's different.
Dog, as that is serious, ain't it? Reckon they'll keep Mousey out of the army on account of that?
Oh, no, I don't believe it's that serious. I think it'd look better for him, though, if we could study up at least one or two affairs he could settle up.
Well, sir, I can't notify my employer because I haven't been working.
No, you can't do that.
And I can't turn my property over to my wife because she already owns it.
No, that's right.
Yes, sir.
Wait a minute, Abner. Better let me get the phone this time, just in case it's you know who.
Yeah, sure. If you say the wrong thing, I can get us out of it some way. I'm good at this.
Jot 'em down, store and library. Lum Abner's talking. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I ought to let him do that.
Bound you, he's talking about that horse, Mousey.
Yes, sir.
Why, sure. Well, I'd suggest we just let him recite one poem, though.
Recite poems?
Oh, there's the smartest horse I ever seen in my life.
Ma?
Loves poems.
Oh, yeah, we ought to do... Yeah. We can all chip in. Well, I don't know whether he's got one or not. Maybe I can find out in a roundabout way. Yeah, and then I'll let you know later. All right. Goodbye.
Was that you know who, Lum?
It's just a business call.
Oh.
Nothing important to it. Well, have you studied up any affairs to settle yet, Mousey?
No, sir. See, I'd planned to go and say goodbye to my friend the hoot owl, but I'm afraid he's flown away or moved or something. I couldn't find him.
Well, that's too bad.
Yes, sir.
Say, Mousey, I don't know how I happened to think of this. It just popped into my head, sort of. Have you got a good valise?
Well, I've got one, Lum, but it isn't very good anymore. Why?
Oh, no reason. Just thinking if you need one when you leave for camp, why, you can borrow mine or Abner's or something.
Oh, yes, sir.
Now, Granny, I just thought of something else. I got to make an important phone call. Business call.
Who are you going to call on?
Oh, somebody. Got to call a business executive about some, executive business.
Well, who is it, Lum?
Hello? This is Lum again.
Wonder who he's calling.
No, he ain't. No, so go ahead and do that.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Better charge it to me and Abner, too.
I know.
Yeah. All right, I'll check with you later. Goodbye.
I bet you I know who that was.
It was just a business executive.
Oh.
Have you studied up anything else, Mousey?
Well, I thought of one financial matter that I still have outstanding, Lum.
Well, good. What is it?
Well, sir, I still have 2 chain letters out.
Chain letters?
Yes, sir. I started them about 6 years ago, and I never did.
I believe that's our ring.
I dog his Lum. I believe you're right.
Now, see. Hello, jot 'em down, store. This is Lum and Abner.
what's going on down in Pine Ridge. Well, tomorrow morning, Mousey Gray leaves to take up his new duties as a member of Uncle Sam's army. So all of the good citizens of Pine Ridge have turned out to bid Mousey goodbye at a farewell party given in his honor. As we look in on the little community today, it's late in the evening, and the gaily decorated schoolhouse is jammed with Mousey's friends, young and old. We see Lum seated along one wall, trying to balance a plate of food on his knees. Abner is just approaching. Listen.
Here, Mom. These are the biggest pieces of cake I can find over there.
Oh, well, that's big enough. Ain't got much of an appetite tonight anyway.
Well,
I couldn't hardly eat more than 2 or 3 helpings of baked beans and potato salad. I don't know what's come over me.
yeah, I reckon you're just worrying about the speech you're going to give tonight when you give Mousey that surprise we fixed up for him.
No, I ain't worried about that. I ain't going to say much, no way. Howdy, Miss Barton.
Miss Barton. Well, now, don't forget, Mom, you promised not to bring up the subject of how much snow you walked barefoot in when you was a young'un.
No, I ain't even going to mention myself tonight. Or, well, maybe a little bit, but that's all. Hello, Ezra.
Ezra? Okay, that's the 4th time I've seen old Ezra go back after another helping.
I saw him running backwards and forwards like a shuttle in a sewing machine.
Oh, yeah, there's the eater, that Ezra.
Why do you think this party was giving his honor instead of Mousey's? By the way, whereabouts is Mousey at?
Well, he's sitting right over there by Aunt Charity Spears over there, see him?
Oh, yeah. Don't believe he's had much tonight either, has he?
Oh, just a couple of platefuls, all I saw. I reckon he's having about the same trouble you are, sort of nervous and jumpy, worrying about his speech tonight.
Oh, he rode up on, did he?
Yeah, I seen him over in the corner a while ago rehearsing, trying to learn it by heart.
Well, he ought to learn himself how to ad-lib 'em like I do. Give 'em unprompted.
Yeah, well, you had more experience than he has, Lum. Besides, you always say the same thing, been doing it for years. You ought to hear how Mousey's speech starts out, Lum. He starts it with a poem.
I don't neither say the same speech every time.
Lum, you don't change them.
I do. I change it up some, take some out here and put some in there, sort of like a woman making over an old dress.
It still comes out the same speech, old Lum, right now, every time. That poem that Mousey's going to give is a dandy, too, you know it?
A poem?
Yeah, he's going to...
Oh, I was scared of that.
The name of it is, "Oh, Satchel Mine, You're Just Like a Mother to Me."
For goodness sake. Hello, Ezra.
Ezra. Oh, it don't take him long to get that plate filled up, does it?
It don't take him much longer to empty it, neither. What I was going to say was that Mousey oughtn't to have wrote a poem about a satchel, because he ain't supposed to know that that's what we're giving him.
No, I know he ain't.
Leastways, the folks here ain't supposed to know that he knows.
Yeah, well, they know that, Lum. Mousey knows they know it.
I know, but he ain't supposed to let on that he knows that they know that he knows. Don't look right.
Oh, well, I don't know what to do about it. He's already got the poems rolled up, and he's aiming on giving it.
Well, to be honest, I don't think he'll ever get around to giving it no way. Not after he sees what we got cooked up for him.
Oh, he'll forget all about that poem.
Miss Blevins.
Miss Blevins.
Thanks, I bet it. Miss Clayton.
Miss Clayton. Say, Long, you know what I heard Mousey say to Aunt Charity Spears a while ago?
No, what?
Oh, he told her how glad he was he was going in the army and all that, but said there was one thing he was sorrowful about, and that was that he never got a chance to go up there in Iowa and see his mama before he left.
He did, huh?
Yeah. Then he told all about how she was a lady blacksmith and how she seemed just like a father to him and all that. Watch out, Lum, your plate there. Lum, grab your plate.
Dad claim it anyways. I never could balance a plate on my knees.
You want me to get you another?
No, I ain't going to take no more chances. It's the last buffet supper I'll ever go to, I can tell you that right now.
Well, Lum, I believe if you didn't have such skinny knees...
No, it ain't that. It just ain't sensible, that's all. Or to be a log-in buffet supper.
Oh, fella can't hardly balance them things and eat at the same time.
I told Sister Simpson she ought to set up some picnic tables in here, but oh no, she had to do it her way.
Doggies, you spilled your coffee too, Lum. That's all you get, just one cup.
Mr. Lum. Oh, hello, Cedric.
Hello, Cedric.
Any news? No, Mom, I've been out there watching good, too. That's funny.
Cedric, you sure you're waiting at the right door?
Yes, Ma. I've been standing right there by where Mr. Lum told me to.
Well, that's the place, all right.
Granny's, I hope we ain't going to have no slip-ups here.
Well, we oughtn't to have none. Not after that telegram we got back yesterday.
Are you sure you telegraphed the money like you're supposed to?
Yes, sir, I did. Big Huddleston showed me how to do it. Or, well, fact is, he done it for me.
Well, in that case... Hello, Ezzy.
Ezzy.
Back again.
Yeah.
Hello, Mr. Ezzy.
Bogus, he left that plate full faster than the last one, even.
Well, I reckon we'll just... Miss Barton, wait a little while longer then. Go back outside and keep watch, Cedric. Yes, Mom. You recollect what you're supposed to do now, don't you?
Yes, Mom, the next room there. I recollect that good.
Well, that's fine. Here, take these broken dishes along with you and hide them or throw them away or something.
Yes, Mom.
Now, whatever you do, Cedric, don't let Sister Simpson see him.
No, Mom, I won't.
And let us know now just as quick as you see anything.
Yes, Mom, I will.
And Miss Abner, if this thing falls through... Tom?
Tom?
What's that, Tom? Oh, yeah.
What'd he say, Lum?
I don't know. Can't hear clean across the room.
Well, what was you laughing at then?
Well, you know what happens if you let on you never got his smart remark. He comes over and repeats it a couple of times and then explains it.
Yeah, that Tom will do that all right.
What time's it getting to be anyway?
Why, just a minute here. Sunday suit's getting so tight I can't hardly get my watch out of my pocket no more. Must be shrinking.
Well, that weight you're putting on around the middle there wouldn't have nothing to do with it, I don't suppose.
Doggies, it's might nigh 10 o'clock, Lum.
10 o'clock?
Yes, sir, sure it will.
Granny, these folks will be wanting to get home.
Yeah?
I believe maybe I ought to get started, Abner.
Right now?
Well, I hate to, but I'm afraid some of the folks will start leaving.
Yeah, it's getting late.
You can keep checking with Cedric while I'm talking.
Well, don't you reckon we ought to wait just a little longer, Lum?
Well, it's getting awful late, Abner.
Yeah.
Besides, I got a couple of things I want to say to everybody.
Now, you sure now there ain't nothing about walking in the snow in there, are you?
No, ain't got nothing to do with that.
Oh, good.
Will you take your knife and bang it on your coffee cup a few times, get the folks quieted down?
Yeah, sure. All right, everybody. Quiet now. Quiet, everybody.
A little farther, Abner. I want to stand near the door to the next room.
Quiet. Yeah. How's that now?
That's good. Ladies and gentlemen, and fellow citizens of Pine Ridge, I reckon you all know why we're gathered here tonight. One of our respected citizens is leaving tomorrow morning to join the Army, and this is a little farewell party for him. We're going to miss Mousey around here. Going to miss him an awful lot. But Uncle Sam needs him more than we do. I wonder just how many of you folks realizes what a great thing Mousey's doing. Do you realize that little Mousey Gray here is going out to fight for all of us? He's doing it for you, Walt Bates, and for you, Miss Barton, and for your young'uns, Tom Foster, for every one of us here. Now, don't you think we owe him something for that? You bet we do. Don't you think we ought to see that Mousey has a better gun to fight with than his enemies has? Of course we ought to. Do we want him to be better trained and to have better equipment? You're dead blame right we do. Now, here's how we can do it. Tomorrow morning, and that don't mean day after tomorrow, tomorrow morning we're all going to go to the fellow we're working for and say to him, I want to join up with the payroll savings plan. Tell him to take that money out of your paycheck and invest it in war bonds for you. Oh, I know lots of you folks say you're buying bonds now, but that ain't good enough. That money has to come in regular or it ain't going to do Mousey much good. And here's something else, folks. When that money's taken out of your wages, you ain't spent that. You've invested it. You're going to get all that back plus a whole lot of interest. And that's going to be mighty nice nest egg someday, believe me. And so, folks, tomorrow morning when Mousey gets on that train, me and you are going to do something that'll help Mousey come back on that train when this is all over. Me and you are going to join a payroll savings plan and keep faith with Private Llewellyn Snavely Gray.
Lum, everything's all set, Lum. Everything's all set.
Oh, did we?
Yeah, I just now checked with him.
Well, good. Quiet, please, everybody. Mousey? Mousey Gray. Come up here, Mousey.
Yes, sir.
Hurry up, Mousey.
Yes, sir.
That's it. Stand up here beside me.
Oh, right here, Lum?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Mousey, we fixed up a little surprise for you.
Yes, sir. Oh, satchel mine, oh, little satchel so divine.
Wait a minute, Mousey.
Oh, valise of alligator leather, to me you're just like a mother.
Wait a minute, Mousey. Before you get into that, we got something else for you.
What did you say, Lum?
Mousey, I want you to step over there and open that door and go into that room.
Well, how do you want me to do that, Lum? I haven't finished yet.
Well, never mind. Just go in there and don't ask no questions.
All right. Why, Mom, when did you get here? Well, I never was so surprised.
Better close the door, Abner. I reckon they'll want to be alone for a minute.
Yeah, sure.
Granny, did you see that look on his face?
Yeah. You know what his mama said to me when I seen her outside there just a while ago, Lum?
No, what did she say?
She said that me and you was just like a mother to her.
Granny's, Abner, I believe that's our ring.
Aye, doggies, Lum, I believe you're right.
I'll see. Hello, Jot 'em Down store. This is Lum and Abner.
And now, let's see what's going on down in Pine Ridge. Well, the population of Pine Ridge is one less than it was last week, and the Army has been increased by one, Mousey Gray being responsible for these particular statistics. And while the population is dropping, those remaining at home are constantly showing burdens. As we look in on the little community today, we find Lum in the Jot 'em Down store and library, busily engaged in some literary pursuit, while Abner is out delivering groceries.
Named two leading characters in Gilbert the Boy Trapper. Get 2 out of 3 on this.
Oh, they cut down the old pine. We got 2 postcards at the post office this morning, Lum.
Well, good.
Doggy, it's sort of cold out.
Yeah, it is. Very.
What are you writing on there?
Oh, nothing. Just a batch of questions.
Questions?
Yeah, they're for a radio program. I heard on the radio the other night.
Oh.
You send them in and get stuff.
Oh.
Who's the postcards from?
Why, one of them's from Buford Adams over at Cherry Hill, and the other's from Mousey.
Mousey?
Yeah.
Well, what does he say? Did he get inducted in the Army all right?
I reckon so.
Well, what does the card say?
Well, here, I'm fixing to read. It says, Dear Lum and Abner, arrive safe.
Good.
Everything going along fine, except they can't find a uniform that will fit me.
Oh, for pity's sake. Well, he never did have clothes to fit him.
No.
Wouldn't bother him.
The quartermaster. What's a quartermaster, Lum?
That's an office in the Army. He's he's an officer.
Oh, what does he do?
He handles the quarters.
Quarters?
Yeah, he's in the finance department, I think. One of them handles the dollars, another the dimes, and he has charge of the quarters, I reckon. It's all done systematic, set away.
Well, I ought to know.
Sure.
What's the matter with me, such ignorance?
Well, what does it say about the quartermaster?
The quartermaster must think I am a good soldier because he wants to transfer me already.
Well, that's fine.
Yeah. When he was measuring me for a uniform, he said he had half a mind to send me to Ripley's column.
I knowed he'd make good.
I don't know where that column is stationed, but it sounds good to me.
Well, good for Mousey.
Yes, sir.
Ain't been in the Army but a couple of days, and already they're advancing him.
Oh, I knowed he'd make good. I knowed it.
Oh, what else does he say?
Must close now. Your friend, Private Lou Ellen Snavely Gray. P.S. The Army is just like a mother to me, only bigger.
Good old Mousey.
Yes, sir.
Sounds just like he always did.
Oh, ain't changed a bit.
I'm glad to see his success in the Army ain't went to his head.
Oh, well, Mousey wouldn't do that. He's a good boy, Mousey is.
Who's the other postcard from?
I said it's from Buford Adams.
Oh, yeah. What does he want?
Well, he wants me and Elizabeth to come over to Cherry Hill and visit him and his woman next Sunday. Wants you to come, too, if you want to.
Well, thoughty of him to ask me, too.
Yeah, I reckon I better call Elizabeth and tell her to start getting ready. Takes a woman 4 or 5 days to get ready for a trip, no matter how little it is.
Well, wait, Abner. You can't go to Cherry Hill.
Huh?
How you going to get over there?
Well, same as we always did. I reckon just get Cedric to get his car and drive us over there.
Cedric can't go that far in his car, though.
Oh, it runs pretty good,
I know. All he's got's a A-book, though.
Well, he can take his book along and read it. I don't care what he does, just so he drives us over there and back.
I ain't talking about that kind of a book.
Huh?
I mean a ration book. One you use to get gasoline with.
Oh.
Cedric can't get enough gas to go to Cherry Hill.
No, Doggy, that's right. I forgot about that. Let's see, who can we get then?
Well, there ain't nobody you can get. That's unessential driving, as they call it.
You mean we gotta stay home?
Why, of course.
Well, I do know.
Fact is, I've decided to postpone a trip I sort of planning on myself.
What trip was you planning?
One to Washington.
Washington?
Yes, sir. I know there's awful busy there, and I got a lot of problems to figure out, so I thought maybe me and you ought to go there and see if we couldn't help them out.
Well, I never knowed you was aiming on doing that.
Well, I was going to surprise you with it.
Well,
I reckon we'll have to wait now. Dick Huddleston said we oughtn't to try to travel right now, holidays and all.
Well, Doggy, are we just going to have to sit home all the time now?
Well, you know, Abner, I've been studying on this the last few days, and maybe that's a good thing.
Good thing?
Yes, sir. I believe it's going to be good for us, all us folks here at home, to stay home a while and learn how to enjoy the things we got. I think we'll all start being more friendly and getting better acquainted with our neighbors and all such as that.
Well, I'm acquainted with my neighbors. Ulysses S. Quincy lives south of us, sir.
Yeah, but you don't actually know your neighbor.
I've known him for years.
You ought to have him drop over in the evenings and sit around in your parlor and get him around the piano, the organ, and sing songs with them, stuff like that.
I don't believe old Ulysses can sing a note. There's the worst one voice I ever heard in my life. That'll drive folks away from home listening to him.
Well, you don't have to sing. I just use that as an example of what you might do.
That's a pretty poor example when you got Ulysses around. I'll say that for your ID.
Well, you can do other things. Lots of other good things you can do.
What?
Make popcorn balls. Parched peanuts and stuff like that.
No.
For instance, you can sit around and discuss culture subjects.
Discuss what?
High-class stuff. Literature, the classics, science, good music. You know, them concertos and big symphonies and all that.
What in the world are you talking about?
I'm talking about raising the culture standard of fine reds. That's what I'm talking about. Me and Professor Sloan was discussing different stuff the other day, and he said this would be a good time to start up a discussion club.
Oh, another one of the professor's ideas, huh?
Well, not all of it. I studied up some of it myself. A little bit, anyway. I helped think of the name of it. I done that.
Have you got a name for it already?
Oh, sure. The Pine Ridge Golden Era Discussion Club.
For the land's sakes.
And I'm the president of it.
Lord me, you mean you actually got it organized already?
Oh, yeah, sure. If you're going to do something, get it done. I've always said that.
Well, when does this here Golden Goose Club...
Golden Era.
Well, whatever it is, when do you have your first meeting?
Tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night?
Yeah, over at your place. We figured that'd be about as handy a place as we could get for the first meeting. Nobody'd have to walk for her. And then Elizabeth's awful good at fixing up cocoa and sandwiches and such as
Well, now, just a minute here, Lum. I don't know if I'm going to let you hold a meeting at my place or not. Whereabouts can I go if my house is all cluttered up with you club fellers?
Why, you won't need to go no place. You'll be right there with us. You're a member of the club.
I am.
Why, sure. The fact is, you're a chartered member.
Well, good for me. I never even knowed I'd joined. And here I am at whatever you said I am. Know me if I ain't a goer.
I reckon we'll start about 7:30 or 8.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I'll get out the checkerboard.
No, now, we ain't going to have no checkerboards around. This is a culture meeting. We just discuss high-class subjects, famous paintings, and such as that.
You mean we're just going to sit there and talk about a picture?
Well, that and music and literature, classics like Shakespeare and Gilbert the Boy Trapper and famous books. Professor Sloan knows a lot about that stuff.
Well, I believe I could talk about them while I was playing checkers.
No, you can't now. I want you to concentrate on this.
Oh.
Time you was getting your culture standard raised up to higher levels. You've been ignorant too long.
Yeah, maybe so, but what ignorance I've got, I've always used it to good advantage. I'll say that for me.
Yeah, but that ain't good enough. You got to be more like me, smart and intelligent. You don't want to be left behind in Pine Ridge's golden era of culture, do you?
I don't know. I might want to after listening to you.
Well, I ain't going to let you, I'll tell you that. It's my duty as leader of the golden era to see that you keep up with us.
Are you the leader of the golden era?
Of course I am. Fact is, Professor Sloan said I was the Socrates and the Confucius of Pine Ridge.
Did he say that?
Well, he never come right out and said that, but he said that's what Pine Ridge needed, and he's looking right at me when he said it, so I know what he meant.
Well, what did he mean by that? Who is them fellers, that Soccer and Confucius and that?
Well, I ain't for sure just who Socrates is, but you've heard of Confucius.
No.
He's a feller made up a lot of sayings here a few years ago, just like me and my old lettered sayings. We're a whole lot alike in a lot of ways. Awful smart, both of us.
Yeah, huh?
Yeah. To be honest, I believe I'm just a little ahead of him, because I've noticed that he takes a lot of my sayings and claims they're his.
Boy, that snake in the weeds.
He does.
Well, does that other feller at Soccer, does he do that too?
Well, I don't know. I'll have to wait till we get that set of encyclopedias before we find out about him.
What set of encyclopedias?
The ones I'm going to get soon as I send in this batch of questions I'm writing up here.
Oh, is that what you're doing that for?
Yeah. I figured we'd need such books as that for the discussion club.
Well, are you sure they'll send them to you, Lum?
Oh, sure. If the fellers they got on this radio show I told you about can't answer my questions, I get the encyclopedias.
Oh.
I reckon I better get an envelope address and get them in the mail, too. Hand me that pen over.
Well, are you sure them radio fellers can't answer your questions, Lum?
I know they can't, because I studied up some good ones.
You did,
Just
huh?
listen to this one. Name two leading characters in Gilbert the Boy Trapper.
Okay, that's a good one. Now, what's the answer?
Well, I ain't worrying about the answers. That's up to them experts.
Oh.
I think Gilbert's one of the two leading characters, though.
Well, who's the other?
I don't think there is no other. It's sort of a trick question.
No, me, they'll never get that.
Of course not. Almost I hate to send these questions in. I hate to show them experts up.
Yeah.
You know what's liable to happen? I'm liable to start something. Them fellers stumping them so bad that they'll begin sending me questions instead of trying to answer them themselves.
Will they sure enough?
Well, they might. Smart as I am and all. Let's see here. I'll finish addressing this.
Yeah, what's the matter? Won't that pen right?
No, the pen's all right. Granny's. I wonder if there's some other show that's giving away encyclopedias.
Well, what's wrong with that?
Oh, nothing. Only thing, I'm supposed to address this envelope to information, please, but...
But what?
Oh, nothing.
Well, what is it, Lum?
Abner, have you got any ideas how to spell information? Granny's, Abner. I believe that's our ring.
I dog his Lum. I believe you're right.
I'll see. Hello, jot 'em down, store. This is Lum and Abner.
Now, let's see what's going on down in Pine Ridge. Well, with gas and tire restrictions keeping folks closer to their homes these days, Lum and Professor Sloan have decided that this is a good time to promote the spirit of fellowship among neighbors and to raise the intellectual and cultural standards of the community. And so they formed the Pine Ridge Golden Era Discussion Club. As we look in on the little community today, it's evening, and we find the club's president, L. Edwards, over at Abner's house, waiting for the other members to arrive. Listen.
Well, here's a pitcher of water, Lum. Whereabouts do you want it put now?
Let's see. Just set it here on this little stand. I reckon I'll do most of my talking from right here.
You're talking?
Yeah.
Are you going to give a speech again? I thought this was a discussion we was going to have tonight.
Well, it is, Abner, but you have to have a leader in a discussion, somebody to get them started.
Oh.
And me being president of the club, no, natural, I'm the one who has to do all that. Has Elizabeth got the sandwiches made yet?
Just about, I believe. She'll start the cocoa as soon as I tell her to.
Oh, good.
You want me to tell her to start it now?
No, of course not. We ain't ready for that yet.
Oh.
Refreshments don't come till after the meeting, no way.
Yeah, well, I'll tell her in plenty of time. You just let me know that. Wait a minute. Somebody coming already. Doggone, I hope that ain't Ulysses. There's a most discount interesting one feller I ever seen in my life. Yeah, come in, Grandpa.
Yeah, howdy. Hey, sort of cold out tonight.
Yeah, it sure is. Just throw your coat and muffler and stuff on the cedar chest there.
Evening, Grandpap.
Oh, evening, Lum.
Reckon I ought to tell Elizabeth to start the cocoa now, Lum?
No, not yet, Abner.
Yeah, just sit down there anywhere, Grandpap. Make yourself at home.
Yeah. Can I have the rocker here?
Yeah, I reckon so, sure.
Yeah, good. It's more comfort.
Yeah, well, sit right down. Warm yourself.
How are you tonight, Grandpap?
Oh, just only tolerably, Lum. You know how cold weather always affects me.
How does it affect you, Grandpap?
Oh, makes me feel cold mostly. Oh, my giant water freezes up to where I can't hardly get up and down.
Well, I do know.
Who's all's coming tonight?
Oh, Lum's got a batch of fellers lined up. Esri and Caleb.
Esri and Caleb won't be here tonight, though.
Huh?
They got something else to do.
Oh.
Professor Sloan can't make it neither.
He can't?
Huh?
Well, let's see then. Who is going? Oh, I know. Ulysses S. Quincy. He's going to be here.
Oh, my goodness. Is he going to be here?
Yeah, it was Lum's idea.
Now, don't act that away, Abner. Ulysses is your neighbor, and you ought to be more friendly with him. Get to know him better. That's one of the purposes of this club. And I know he'll add an awful lot to the discussion tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Ulysses has got a good head on him. He's an interesting feller to talk to. Fact is, I'm sort of depending on him to lead... Wait a minute, I bound you. That's him right now. Careful how you act towards him now.
Yeah, I will. Oh, well, howdy, Cedric.
Wonderful. Am I late for the meeting?
No, you're just in time. Just strap your coat on a cedar chest there, Cedric.
Evening, Mr. Lum.
Evening, Cedric.
You can sit there on the sofa, I reckon. Go right for you, Cedric.
Well, howdy, Mr. Grandpap.
Oh, hello there, Cedric. Reckon I ought to tell Elizabeth to bring in the cocoa and sandwiches now, Lum.
No, we ain't going to eat till after the discussion is over.
Oh. I believe we could talk while we was eating, Lum. I'm sort of hungry myself. Wait a minute. There's that doorbell again. That's more likely old. Oh, well, hello, Ulysses. Come on in.
Evening, Ulysses. How you feeling tonight?
Why, okay.
Yeah, proud to hear it.
Find yourself a chair there, Summers, Ulysses, if you can.
Grandpap, speak to him.
Huh?
Oh, howdy, Ulysses.
Lum, ought I to tell Elizabeth to bring in the cocoa?
No, don't tell her nothing.
Well, I'm hungry.
Well, you can eat later. We're going to have food for thought first.
Food for thought?
Yeah.
Oh.
Never mind. How's everything going, Ulysses?
Okay.
Good. Well, I reckon everybody's here, so we may as well start the meeting.
Yeah, might as well get it over with.
Put down them funny papers, Cedric.
Mom, yes, Mom.
That's better. Now, members of the Pine Ridge Golden Era Discussion Club, I hereby...
Wait just a minute, Mom. All right, Pearl. I see you hiding behind them curtains there. Now, you go on back to the kitchen with your mama. Go on. Oh, I have more trouble with that girl. Has to peek at everybody that comes in the house. You ask her to come in and meet them while she'll run like a scared rabbit. Go ahead, Lum. I'm sorry to interrupt you. Go ahead.
Yeah. Members of the Pine Ridge Golden Era Discussion Club, I hereby, according to the powers in me vested as president of the club, declare the meeting duly open for business. All them present signify by the same sign.
Yeah. Go ahead, Cedric.
Yes, Mom.
How about you there, Ulysses?
Okay.
Good. All presents accounted for. Fellow members, the idea back of this club is to raise the culture standard of our community. We want to have a higher type of ignorance amongst our citizens.
Pearl, I told you to get away from there
So
now.
tonight we're going to hold the first of a series of weekly meetings at which we're going to discuss amongst ourselves here high-class culture subjects.
Subjects like music and art and literature classics, such as Paradise Lost and Gilbert the Boy Trapper. And
How about the Cocoa Law?
Hush up, Abner.
Oh?
Tonight's subject for discussion, before I give you those, I want to announce that our Vice President, Professor Sloan, says he's sorry, but he can't make it tonight. I'll read the communication we got from him here.
Yeah, what?
Here. He writes as follows. Sorry, but I can't make it tonight. Signed, Professor Sloan.
Interesting.
I believe we ought to accept that as being official. Do I hear a notion?
That's just,
A motion, I mean.
That's just parody here, Law. Get away from them curtains now, Pearl, and go on back to your mama.
Well, I'll accept this as being official in accordance with the bylaws.
Hey, Abner, how about a game of checkers? Lum says we can't play tonight. He says it's
Let's
high
have more order at the meeting.
Oh, checkers, he said.
Our subject for discussion tonight is high-class music of, I got it wrote down here somewhere, of Beethoven. He was born in 1770 and passed on to his reward in 1827. He composed different pieces of high-class music. Put down the funny paper, Cedric. All right, now, who would like to lead off the discussion on this, on his music? Just anybody that wants to talk about it, go ahead and start. Anybody? Well, I'll begin it myself then. How do you fellas feel about Beethoven's music? Well, here, I'll put the question another way. How do you feel about music in general?
Why, it's all right, I reckon.
Yeah, it's all right. I'm for it.
How do you feel, Cedric?
Well, feel fine, thank you.
Well,
Ulysses, what do you say about it?
Okay.
Thank you. Does anybody want to add anything to that? Well, is there any questions about what we've covered so far?
no.
I got a question, Mr. Long.
Well, good. Good for you, Cedric. I'm proud of you. Now we're starting to get warmed up. Go ahead, Cedric. Ask your question.
Yes, Mommy. Here it is. What's Beethoven, anyway?
Doggy, I've been wondering that myself.
For goodness sakes. Beethoven is the feller we've been discussing here for the last half hour. He's a feller that writes music. High-class music.
Oh, you mean like Moe's Moose? He wrote one song one time. Forget how it goes now, though.
Well, it's the same general idea. Of course, Moses' songs ain't as high-class.
Say, that reminds me. You know what I heard about old Moe? I heard he's been sparking a telephone operator.
You don't mean Mamie?
Yes, sir, Mamie. Yes,
Well,
sir.
I do know. You sure about that,
Why,
Abner?
sure I am, yeah.
Well, I heard he's kind of sweet on Agnes Dilkerson.
No, it's Mamie now. I seen them together. Sir, well, I didn't exactly see them myself, but Tom Forster claims he knows somebody did see them sitting next to one another at the Red Cross class.
Well, I do know. Have they joined up with that?
Yeah, must have, 'cause they sat there and held hands all the time, and he carried her home the other night, too.
Yes, Mom, I seen that myself. Thursday night.
Well,
I'm sure that must have been Agnes Dilkerson, 'cause I heard they got themselves engaged. And here's something else I heard.
wait a minute. Let me tell you what I heard first now.
Oh, wait a minute. Just a second here. I'm sure we're getting off the subject. We're discussing the music of Beethoven, if you recollect.
Oh, that.
Now, to continue where we left off, do you gentlemen think that...
Yeah, I do. Don't you, Grandpa?
Yep, sure do.
Cedric?
Mom.
Ulysses?
Why, okay.
Well, wait, I ain't asked nothing yet. Do you gentlemen think, Grannies, is that the cocoa I can smell?
I believe it is.
Fellow members, due to this subject having proved itself to be so popular amongst us, and also due to the fact that we ain't quite covered all of it yet, we're going to continue it over to the next meeting. All in favor, meeting's adjourned. Abner?
Yeah.
Hurry up, tell Elizabeth to bring on that cocoa and the sandwiches. And Grandpap, get out the checkerboard. Bound you, I can whip you 6 out of 5 games. pennies, Abner. I believe that's our ring.
I dog his Lum, I believe you're right.
I'll see. Hello, jot 'em down, store. This is Lum and Abner.
And now, let's see what's going on down in Pine Ridge. Well, the first meeting of the Pine Ridge Golden Era Discussion Club was held last night at the home of Abner Peabody. President Lum Edwards presided over the meeting, and refreshments were served at a late hour. All members present declared they had a fine time. As we look in on the little community today, we find Lum and Abner in their Jot 'em Down store and library. Lum is talking on the telephone. Listen.
Oh, yeah, it was a wonderful meeting, Professor. Yeah, it's too bad you couldn't have been there. Oh, yeah, it was awful cultural.
Tell him how good the cocoa was, too, Lum.
Why, next week, Professor. Yeah, we decide to hold meetings every Tuesday night. Mm-hmm.
Tell him how smart I was in the discussion.
Well, I think it'll be over at Grandpap's place. Yeah, he said he'd better ask his woman, Aunt Charity, first.
I talked to him there.
Yeah. What? Oh, yeah, I wish you would do that. That's a good idea. All right, Professor. We'll be seeing you then if we don't see you before. Goodbye. Goodbye.
Does Professor Sloan think he can make the next meeting, Lum?
Yeah, in fact, he said he'd pick out the subject for discussion first.
Well, reckon what he'll pick out.
Oh, I don't know. Some high-class culture subject. I know that for sure.
Oh, yeah, it's got to be that. Yes, sir.
You know, Abner, I believe the Golden Era Discussion Club is one of the best things that ever happened to this community.
Yes, sir, I believe it is.
It's what we've been needing for a long, long time.
Yeah. And I'll admit I didn't think much of the idea when you first brung it up, Lum, but after we got to discussing that high-class stuff, it just got awful interesting to me.
Oh, yeah, it's bound to. I'm proud to hear you say that, too, Abner.
And to be honest, I never knowed before just how smart I was.
Well, that just shows what this kind of club will do for a feller. Brings out the culture side of him.
Oh, it done it in me.
Take Ulysses, for instance. Now, there's a fellow you never suspected he was high-class and intellectual, would you?
No, sir, you never would.
To look at him, you'd more than likely say he was just a common, everyday, ignorant feller, wouldn't you?
Yeah. Well, fact is, I have said that about him myself more than once.
Well, just look how he sat there in the meeting last night and entered right into that discussion.
Oh, he's a fine man. I think an awful lot of him. Wish he's my brother. I
talked his head off.
Yeah.
And he got off some awful brainy remarks, too. I'll say that for him.
He sure done it. Yes, sir, he done it. What was some of them things he said? I'd love to recollect them.
Yeah, let's see. What was that he said now?
I recollect hearing him say, okay.
Yeah.
And, well, fact is, I believe that's all I do recollect hearing him say.
Well, now that I think about it, it wasn't so much what he said, it was the way he said it.
How?
He put a lot of meaning into them words.
Oh, yeah.
You can tell there's a deep thinker, that Ulysses.
Yes, he is that.
I bound you he learned more from that discussion than all the rest of us put together.
Yeah, well, of course, Lum, I don't like to cast compliments right in our own face, but maybe the rest of us are smarter than him. We didn't have to learn so much.
No, now, he's a brainy feller.
Oh, I know that. Think the world and all of him.
Now, if we can just get everybody in town as interested in high-class stuff as he is, we'll soon make Pine Ridge the culturedest one town in the whole country.
Well, good for us.
And then we ought to start expanding. Take in Cherry Hill and Odin.
Oh.
And finally, we'll have this whole community where it'll all be might nigh up to our level. Almost, anyway.
Yes, sir. A couple of days ago, I'd have said we couldn't have did it.
Get the phone there, and I believe that's our ring, wasn't it?
Oh, I don't know. I never paid no attention. I'm interested here. I'll see. Hello. Jot 'em Down store and library. Abner Peabody doing the talking. Oh, hello, Ulysses, old feller. How are you?
Oh, Ulysses.
Yeah. Say, I wanted to talk to you. I wanted to get you to move your house over on this side of your property. Get closer to my place if you could. Yeah, well, we'll talk about it.
Proud to see that spirit manifested.
What? Why, let me think now.
Make a nice neighbor, Ulysses.
Just a minute. I'll ask Lum. Say, Lum. This is Ulysses, and he wants to know what that was we was discussing last night.
Why, it was, we talked about, don't you know, Granny, what was that now? Something high class, I know.
Yeah, let's see. Wait a minute. There comes Cedric up out there. Maybe he'll recollect what it was.
I ought to be able to think of that. I was the one that picked it out in the first place.
Yeah, just a minute, Ulysses. We'll have it for you in a minute. Hold the phone.
Wonderful world.
Yeah, Cedric, hurry up. Come here. We want to ask you a question.
Yes, Mom?
What was that subject we was discussing over at my place last night?
Oh, it was, let's see, something about, Beethoven. That's all I recollect. Oh, yeah, sure. What's the matter with me?
Hello, Ulysses?
Of course.
It was about a Beethoven.
Beethoven.
Beethoven, Lum says. Yeah, that's it. What's that? Just a minute, I'll ask him. Lum, what line of work is he in, he said?
Beethoven?
Yeah.
Oh, music. He writes music.
Oh, yeah. Hello? He writes music, Ulysses. Yeah. Oh, I see. Yeah, no, you must have heard wrong. Yeah. All right, Ulysses, not at all. Call me up every once in a while. Love to talk to you. Yeah, goodbye.
What was that he heard wrong, then?
Oh, he heard you say something about famous painters at the meeting last night, and he thought this Beethoven fellow was a painter, and he wanted to get in touch with him.
Get in touch with him?
Yeah, he's looking for somebody to help him paint his barn.
Paint his barn?
Yeah, well, what can we do for you today, Cedric?
Nothing, I don't reckon. Doggone it anyways.
Well, for the land sakes, what's wrong with you?
Oh, I don't know hardly much.
Didn't you have a good time at the meeting last night?
Oh, yes, Mom, it ain't that.
Well, what is it then?
Oh, I got me a job today.
Well?
Going to start working over at Walt Bates's place, doing that defense work.
Well, good for you, Cedric.
Grannies, I think you'll be happy about that, Cedric. Yes, Mom, but you see, I figured having a regular job would help me get Clarabelle back for my study girl.
Oh, I see. You're having some romantic troubles, huh?
Yes, Mom, I think that's what I'm having.
Well, is Clarabelle still going with Gomer Bates?
Well, part of the time, yes. See, me and Gomer have sort of been taking turns about going with Clarabelle.
Oh, been taking turns, huh?
Yes, Mom. See, one Saturday night, him and her will go summers together, and then the next Saturday night, they let me go along with them.
Well, that's a nice arrangement, Cedric.
Why, it ain't no such a thing.
Huh?
Why, Granny Cedric, if I was you, I wouldn't stand for that. I wouldn't let that go on no longer. Well, it ain't.
Well, good for you.
No, Mom. Starting this week, Gomer's going to go with her every Saturday night study.
Huh?
You see, Gomer's was the one that talked to his papa into getting me this job for me over at the mill.
Oh, well, that was thoughty of him.
But they put me on the night shift, so I have to work every single night. The graveyard or the swing shift or something.
Well, I do know, Cedric.
Hey, Granny Cedric, you got to do something about this. As your friend, I ain't going to sit by and let you lose Clarabelle this way. Well, what ought I to do, though? Just quit the job? Oh, no, they need all the fellers they can get there. It's awfully important work. Mousey and all them other soldiers are depending on that defense work getting done so they'll have something to fight with. No, don't quit your job.
Well, what ought he to do then, Lum?
Why, he ought to just stand right up and tell Clarabelle that she's his girl, and that's all they are to it.
What if she don't agree with him, though?
Well, don't listen to her in that case. Be the master. Fact is, what you ought to do is marry her. Marry her?
My doggies, I believe Lum's right about that, Cedric.
Of course I am. You've knowed Clarabelle for a long time now, and I think she'd make you a good wife.
Oh, yes, she would. A good, stout girl. Be good for field work. And, quick as you got her broke in doing chores around there, learn how to swing an axe and all that, why, she'll make you a good woman.
And you're getting to be a growed-up boy yourself, Cedric. You got yourself a good job now, and you're making some money. You're getting yourself cultured at the discussion club.
That's right. Her and you can sit around of the evening and discuss this Beethoven business.
Come on, Cedric. Get on the phone and call Clarabelle right now.
Yeah.
Do that. Go on.
Come on now, Cedric. This is as good a time as any now.
Oh, no. I ain't no good on the telephone. I get all mixed up.
Oh, well, we'll help you. Come on now. Take the receiver off the hook there. Come on.
Oh, don't push me, Mr. Abner.
Now, you'll never get married unless somebody gives you a little shove. Go ahead now. Ring that phone. Go on.
Oh, shucks. I don't recollect her ring.
You do done it. You've called her 1,000 or 100 times. Now, go on, Cedric.
Go on, Cedric. Well, all right. You fellas got to help me, though.
That's our time. Don't worry. We'll help you. Doggies, you're nervous and jumpy as a rabbit's nose, Cedric. Now, just take your time. Talk to her now.
Wait till I quit shaking.
Well, you don't get nervous about it now, Cedric.
Just try to keep calm. Don't get excited.
Yeah, that's the thing to do now.
Hello? Hello?
Don't just keep saying hello, Cedric.
Here, you take the receiver. I can't go through with this.
Yes, you can, Cedric. Now, go ahead.
Sure, go on. Talk to her.
Hello?
Tell her who you are, Cedric.
Oh, this is Cedric. Yes, Mom, Cedric Weehunt.
That's the time.
Now what?
Well, tell her you got a good job.
I got a good job.
And you want to settle down.
And you want to settle down?
No, not her, you, Cedric.
Well, somebody wants to settle down.
Oh, my
Better
goodness.
just ask her to marry you, Cedric.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, will you marry me, Mom? Well, I'll be doggone.
Cedric, careful. Don't drop that receiver. Here, let me have
Hang it
it.
up for him, Abner.
Yeah.
What'd she say, Cedric?
I'll be doggone. She said yes.
Yes? Well, I do know. All right, Doggy, Cedric, you're engaged. Put her there.
Congratulations,
Let me
Cedric.
shake your hand.
Never thought I'd live to see this day.
No,
Proud
sir,
of
me
you.
neither. I never thought you'd go
I
through
know
with
that's
it,
all
Cedric.
it takes. Just ask her.
Well, to be honest, Cedric, I'll tell you, I figured that you'd go through... just a minute, for the land's sake.
What's the matter?
Look who's walking across the street there. That's Clarabelle.
Clarabelle?
Sure.
Then that couldn't have been her that... Oh, my goodness.
All right, Doggy, Cedric, after all these years, you're finally going to get yourself married, and now you don't know who it is.
Granny's, Abner. I believe that's our ring.
All right, Doggy's Lum, I believe you're right.
I'll see. Hello, jot 'em down, store. This is Lum and Abner.
And now, let's see what's going on down in Pine Ridge. Well, in attempting to help solve Cedric's romance troubles, Lum and Abner have succeeded in getting Cedric to call up Clarabelle Seastrunk and ask her to marry him. They also succeeded in getting an answer of yes to this proposal. The only slip-up, however, was that Cedric got the wrong number, and now he doesn't know who it is that he's engaged to. As we look in on the little community today, we find the old fellows in their jot-em-down store and library trying to find a way out for Cedric. Listen.
No, ain't a word about it in the weekly paper, Lum. Don't even mention Cedric in here no place at all.
Well, it couldn't have got in this week's paper. No way, Abner.
Well, I just figured the first thing this girl would do is to rush over to the newspaper office and give them a long article about her and Cedric getting engaged to be married and all that. They always do, you know.
Yeah, but she ain't had time to do that yet.
No, 'cause I sure would love to know who that was Cedric talked to yesterday.
So would Cedric. You know, this is liable to be serious, Abner. If Cedric don't go through with the marriage, this woman, whoever she is, she might lawsuit Cedric for breaching a promise.
Oh, my goodness, poor Cedric.
But don't tell him that, though. Just make him worry all the more.
Oh, yeah, no, I won't even bring up the subject around him at all.
Because there's still a pretty good chance that we can talk her out of this. Explain to her how it was a mistake and all that.
Yeah, you might be able to do that.
Of course, we still have to find out who she is first before we can try that.
You don't reckon that was Clarabelle's mama he was talking to, do you?
Clarabelle's mama.
Yeah, that was the place he was trying to ring. And he might have got it right just by accident.
Oh, no, he never rung the right number. He was jumpy and nervous and all. I know he made a mistake of some kind.
Well, he might not have, though, Lum.
No telling who he got.
Doggy, that sure would be peculiar if he married Clarabelle's mama instead of Clarabelle, wouldn't it?
Well, don't worry about that. That ain't gonna happen.
That would make him Clarabelle's papa, wouldn't it?
Well, yeah.
You know, that might be a good idea, Lum. Then he could get even with Gomer Bates.
How could he get even with him?
Well, if he's Clarabelle's papa, why, he could just tell Gomer to quit coming over to see his daughter. Of course, on the other hand, being her papa, why, he'd more than likely want to get her married off, though, wouldn't he? And he couldn't marry himself because he's already married to her mama.
Oh, for goodness sakes, it's prattle-prattle.
Well, that's a serious situation, Mom.
No, it ain't. You know as well as I do that Ezra and his woman ain't gonna break up.
Well, they must be. If she's agreed to marry Cedric, they must.
Well, she never agreed to that. That wasn't her on the phone.
Well, what did you say it was for then?
I never said it was. You was the one that said that.
I was.
Why, sure.
Well, I do know. Now, I reckon where I could have heard that. You know, I must be a natural-born detective to find out them things so quick, you know it?
Yeah, or a natural-born idiot woman. That's what you actually are, I think.
Doggies, I sure do hate to see Ezra and his woman break up after all these years. Why, just last week I seen them together, and why, to look at them, you'd have thought there weren't no trouble at all.
Oh, for goodness sakes, Abner, I told you they ain't nothing. Wait a minute, there comes Cedric up out there.
Cedric?
Yeah, we find out about this.
Well, I thought he was going to start sleeping in the daytime now that he's working nights at that defense plant.
Yeah, he really ought to be in bed now, resting up if he's working.
Why, sure he ought to be. Got to get his sleep.
Not very wonderful, Earl.
Oh, come on back, Cedric. Why ain't you home sleeping?
'Cause I can't sleep. All I do is just worry about getting married.
Well, I don't hardly blame you none for that, Cedric.
Mr. Lum, I don't think I want to get married. Leastways, not to nobody I don't know who it is yet, hardly.
Well, we might be able to get you out of this, Cedric.
I sure hope so. I'm too young to get married, I think. Oh, I would say that, Cedric. Yes, Mama, I am. I got to studying about this, and I'm way yonder too young. You recollect when I went back to school for a while last year?
Why, sure, I recollect that.
Well, do you know that there ain't a single one of the boys that was in the same grade with me that's got married yet? Well, natural. You was just in the third reader, that's why. Them others are just young'uns.
Sure.
Well, I'm a young'un too, then.
I doggies, I believe he's right at that, Lama.
No, he ain't.
Well, now, Lama, young'un in the third grade ain't got no business getting married.
Well, Cedric's old for his age, that's all. And big for his size. Well, I know I ain't going to get married. I know that. Well, you might have to, Cedric. We don't know just how serious this thing might be yet. Well, if I do get married, I ain't going to elope, though. I know that.
Well, you don't have to elope, Cedric.
According to her, I do.
According to her?
Yes, Mom.
Hey, doggy, Cedric, have you talked to this woman?
No, Mom, but I got a note from her.
A note?
Yes, found it stuck in the front door this morning.
Well, I do know. Who's it from, Cedric? Who's it from?
Well, here, I'll show you the note.
Yeah.
You read the note, Cedric. Anyways, I figured we was going to have an awful hard time finding out who that was.
Me too.
It's going to be easy. Go ahead, Cedric. Yes, Mom.
I'm just dying to know who it is.
My dearest darling Cedar.
Cedar? Let's see that. Oh, that's Cedric.
Oh, I was wondering who that Cedar was. My dearest darling Cedric. I love you, I love you, I love you.
That sounds like a broke graphophone record, you know it?
Well, there's another in here, too. I love you.
Well,
it would be, what's that word there?
Let's see, Cedric. Oh, that's, thrilling.
Thrilling to elope.
Oh, my goodness.
I love you. Signed W.
W? Is that all it says?
No, Mom, it says, P.S. I love you.
Well, ain't there no name signed to it?
No, Mom, just W, that's all.
Well, I do know.
Let's see that note, Cedric. Yes, Mom, doggone it anyways. I don't want to elope. I don't even know where to get no ladder.
Well, you wouldn't know what house to put the ladder up again, even if you did have one, Cedric.
No, Mom, that's right.
Why, of course not.
And this don't help at all, does it? Is this handwriting familiar to you, Abner?
Well, let me take another look at it.
I don't recognize it at all.
No, me neither. I never have so Nobody writes like that. Sort of big handwriting. Must be a big woman that wrote it.
Yeah, or else she thought Cedric was hard of hearing.
Might of.
W. Who could that be? W.
No, wait a minute, I know. Sure. The Widder Abernathy.
Widder Abernathy?
Why, sure, that begins with a W, don't it?
Well, yeah, Widder does, but she don't call herself that.
No.
Besides, that ain't her name. Her name's I own.
Oh, that's right, I own Abernathy, yeah.
Boy, I don't want to get married to her. I know that for sure.
Well, I don't blame you, Cedric. Of course, now, it'd be awful handy when you and that oldest Abernathy boy want to get up a game of baseball.
No, he claims he's getting too old to play baseball.
Oh, and you wouldn't want to have a son that's older than you are.
No more.
Goodness, there ought to be some girls in town that names begin with W, but I can't think of none of them.
Let's see. Cedric, can't you think of somebody?
I know Elsie Pomeroy.
Well, that don't start with a W, though.
Oh, well. W.
Yeah.
But I know Wimpy Foster.
Well, he ain't no girl. Think of a girl.
Oh, I know. Winfred Redfield.
Doggies, that's right. Oh,
Oh,
Charlie
just
Redfield,
now,
girl. Yeah, that's just about who it is. As sure as the world. Yes, sir, that's who it is. And Charlie was saying just the other day he was wondering how much longer he's going to have Winifred on his hands. He says she's an awful big eater.
Well, I don't want to marry her then.
Well, now, she ain't so bad, Cedric. Fact is, she's sort of a pretty girl. That is, if you can stand to look at her.
Yes, Mom, but I can't stand to look at her, though.
Oh.
I don't like her. All the spirit she's going to bite me.
Well, I'll admit she has got fair-sized teeth.
More teeth than anybody I ever seen.
Yeah. But I reckon them would wear down after 10 or 15 years, Cedric. What do you think we ought to do, Lum?
Just studying here. I believe the best thing to do is just call up Charlie and explain the whole thing to him.
Well, I guess that's the right thing to do. You reckon you can do that all right, Cedric?
No. Oh, no. We ain't going to let Cedric do that. I'll do it myself. Because, you know, Abner.
Oh, sure. You get it all mixed up, yeah.
Yeah, what's that ring over there at Redfield?
Let's see, 2 shorts and a long and a short, I believe it is.
Yeah, that's it. I know it is.
2 shorts, long and short.
This is turning out as easy as it is.
Yeah.
Cedric might have got himself in a batch of trouble there.
Yeah, if that had been the Widder Abernathy he called up, why, Lord, me.
Hello?
Oh.
Who is this, Charlie?
Almost.
This is Lum Edders. Just only tolerably. Say, Charlie, this engagement twixt Cedric and Winifred, huh? I mean that call that Cedric made yesterday when he asked her to marry him. Yeah, well, that was just a mistake. Hello? He hung up.
He did?
Yeah.
Was he mad?
I don't know. I better get him back again.
Why, sure. What did he say to you, Lum?
Well, he never said nothing, hardly.
No, he must have been mad about something, then. I know that Charlie, he gets mad awful easy, awful high-strung sort of a feller.
Hello, Charlie?
Yeah, for a Paul.
Oh, who is this? Winifred? Well, put your papa on the telephone. Run out of the house. Did he say where he's going? Oh, well, head him off. Stop him. Don't let him get a license or a preacher. Oh, my goodness. Well, listen, Winifred, he's got this all wrong. When Cedric called you yesterday, he thought... Huh? He never. You mean you ain't... Oh, my goodness. Goodbye.
Ain't she the one that Cedric's going to marry after all, Lum?
She wasn't, but she is now.
Huh?
Leastways, she's one of them.
Oh, my goodness. All right, doggy, Cedric, you're going to be one of them bigamists.
I don't care what I am. Anything's better than getting married.